Hi, welcome to slide 2. Okay, so we talked about how these school-educated writers were starting to write for the professional theaters and for the public audiences. And there was basically this group of educated men that were called the university wits. They were made up of these important playwriters, and a few of the best known ones their names were Thomas Kidd and Christopher Marlowe. Thomas Kidd and Christopher Marlowe are considered to have been extremely influential on Shakespeare, who came along within their time, but a little bit later. Um, Thomas Kidd was best known for his tragedy that was called The Spanish Tragedy. It had a bit of a weak plot, but it did establish the trend of the revenge drama, and it inspired Shakespeare to write what has been definitely called, arguably, the best known revenge drama, Hamlet. Christopher Marlowe is best known for writing Dr. Faustus. He was considered the best playwright of the time, often superseding Shakespeare. Many critics believe he had a much better command of blank verse, but he was killed in 1593. So Shakespeare had a much longer life than him, and he was able to rise to the top, and obviously he kept his place there. But a lot of people like to wonder, if Christopher Marlowe hadn't been killed and had been able to have a much longer career of playwriting, would he be now what we consider Shakespeare to be? We'll never know. So the university wits, this group of educated playwrights, really bridged the gap between educated audiences and popular audiences. So they were writing for everyone, every man, every woman. They weren't just writing for an educated mass of people. They blended classical devices from the ancient Greeks and Romans with medieval playwriting devices. They had compelling stories drawn from a variety of sources. And this was all happening during Shakespeare's early years as a dramatist. They really established the foundations upon which Shakespeare and his contemporaries built. So without the university wits, I don't think Shakespeare would have been as good of a playwright. He was very inspired by them. And there you go. I'll see you on slide 3.